What's up, motherfuckers? Yes, it's me. Um, Everybody's favorite personal trainer, right? Hey, I know you guys miss me back in Sunnyvale. So. Anyways, I've just been having a very fucking strange last 2 days of my life. Well, I'll tell you right now, God answered my prayers today. But, I kind of been into this whole, researching and, listening to people about this one topic. And at the same time, random ass fucking people that I know have been, mentioning this to me, out of nowhere while I'm researching it. They're like, Brandon, the universe is so powerful. It's teaching you a lesson. Teaching me a lesson? I already get yelled at enough. Seriously. Sorry, I'm under a street light. I already get yelled at enough. You want to teach me a lesson. Seriously. But anyways, oh, by the way, shout out to my new friend, Santos Martinez. You better be watching this, motherfucker. Seriously. And, what else was I gonna say? Fuck. Something about gyms. Yeah, I'm losing my thoughts, but trust me, I'm not losing my mind. I know a lot of you think I am, but, no, it's not the case. Let me walk this way while I kind of, try to think about it for a second. Fuck. The universe. Okay, so yeah, today was kind of a weird ass, day. It was see, this is how fucked up this was. Not fucked up, it's just how, bizarre this situation was. But, let's just say it was a good day. But, before that, I just, encountered some situations where, I'm getting into good lighting soon, don't worry. I just encountered some, situations that, had something to do with, some other shit I was dealing with. And then, after that, there was, one of my other friends, fucking, when I got home, one of my other friends fucking sent me some fucking message on, Instagram that was, I don't even know if he was joking, but it was, had something to do with what happened earlier, and I was just, trying to, connect the dots, but apparently he wasn't really, he had no idea, it was just, you could call it a mind fuck, in a way. And there was one other person who was just I'm just really, really, really. I don't know what you guys are trying to do to me. Seriously? I feel the last day and a half, it's was fuck with Brandon. Is it the last day and a half was let's fuck with Brandon day? Huh? Really? Anyways. It was hot as fuck. I don't know how it was so fucking hot today when I thought the winter was coming. Sorry, thought the winter was coming, you know? See, even the fucking, even California's fucking with me. It's like, yeah, it's hot. First, you know how it goes. It's hot. Then you get that one cold day, and everyone's like, it's gonna be freezing. It's gonna be a freezing winter. Oh, get ready. The next day, it's like a scorching, dry heat day. Everyone's like, oh. Everyone's like sweating bullets, you know? But anyways, some of you motherfuckers, I swear. Some of you motherfuckers. Oh, by the way, I'm still drinking and smoking like a motherfucker. And, oh my God, I just fucking... Anyways. Well, I thought I had a cigarette, but I didn't. Anyways. What else? Brainstorming. Oh yeah, by the way, I actually, you know what, this morning, I had a really weird, Uber experience. It wasn't bad. It was just weird because, like, you've probably seen or heard of, like, I don't like 80% of Uber drivers because they're fucking retarded. These cars just remind me of Uber. So I don't like most of them just because they're so stupid. And so I got this guy today. He picked me up in the morning for work. And he was someone I had actually driven with before. And he was... Sorry, I'm trying to talk faster. I'm just like hell tired. He was from Afghanistan, and he had like served in the military during like the whole 9/11 thing, and like fighting against the Taliban. So when he first drove me, like he got me there fine. Like it was 5-starred his ass. So he picked me up today, like, and he was just like I was like, hey dude, like you're the same guy. And like the first time I met him, he was like super like serious, like military, like, yes, I know everything that's going on. Like while he's driving, he just like fucking lasered in on like every fucking car that was like near. I was like, yeah, this guy, and he wasn't driving slow, so that's always a big plus. Like I was like, yeah, this guy knows what the fuck's up. He's like, yes, I fought in the war for like, I think it was like 5 years. Like, I don't know. Sorry. Don't mean to get that wrong. But, yeah, this guy was like for real. So he picked me up today, and like, he just like looked different. Like his hairstyle was different. And like, I recognized him like right when I got in the car. and I like didn't really want to say anything because not to distract him, but like right after we leave my place, like I was like, hey, I was like, dude, I like rode with you like 3 months ago. And he kind of looked at me. He was like, yeah. He's like, maybe. And then once I like kind of described it more, he was like, oh yeah, I remember you. And I was like, I was kind of like looked at him like he's probably like 30. Uh, I would say like 35. Definitely not older than 40. But I was just like talking to him, and I was like, dude, like you kind of. I was like, I just sensed something was different, so I started talking to him. And then he goes on to say like this, okay? And I think this is like interesting. So I think I asked him a question, like I was like, how long he served in the military. And then he told me that, and I was like, oh, okay. And he's still driving me to work. And then I was like, sorry, I got a little distracted here, this person. But I basically like indirectly was like, I was like, what's up with you, dude? Like, how you doing? You know, 'cause I kind of tell like something was off, and he said, oh, I'm dealing with this, and I was like, oh, I remember you served in the, in the war and shit. Like, I was like, bro, you're obviously like super mentally strong. And then all of a sudden he's like, well, um, he's like, well, he was like kind of explaining he was dealing with something, and because he's here in California now, for I think he said like 3 years, and he sorry guys, I'm trying to explain this the best I can. So he goes on to put it this way. So he was like, I was like, is your family? I said this. I was like, is your family here? And he's still driving me. He was like, well, no, they're in Afghanistan. And I was like, oh shit. And then he's like, all explaining this. He's like, they don't understand. Like, I talked to my, he said he talked to his cousin the other day. He's like, yeah, I talked to my cousin the other day, and he was asking me how it is over here, and he was trying to complain about something. Like, he was making a point. He's like, about how this guy's living in California. He was saying something like, oh, is it safe? Like, is the security good? Just like in the state or country in general, obviously like his cousin's in Afghanistan, like it's pretty dangerous. So, and this Uber driver, he's like, yeah, that's what my cousin's saying. Like, he was just like stressing out and blah, blah, blah. And I guess his cousin was giving him shit because his cousin was saying, basically to this guy who's my Uber driver, he was saying the guy doesn't have to worry about shit anymore because now he's in America. He's in California. And so this guy, my Uber driver, was like, he was like kind of upset about it because he was like, yeah, I tell them like, yeah, it's really safe. Like, you don't have to worry about like, like suicide bombers or like the terrorist kind of stuff and the Taliban. But this guy goes on to say, he's like, yeah, but he's like, I just had this real bad thing happen to me this week. He said that he was trying to pay for his medical insurance, and dude, I'm doing a YouTube video right now, man.
Are you all right, man? Are you lost?
No, I'm under the street light because it was good lighting. I got off early, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you're okay, man. You're standing like that in the middle of the dark.
What?
Some neighbor might look and be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I already scared them. I'm almost done. I'm coming back.
All right, man.
Yeah, don't worry.
Just so you know.
Okay, well, so anyways, the guy was like, he said his cousin was giving him shit about how dangerous, or he was like asking about, like, he was like, oh, you don't have to deal with anything dangerous like where you live. And then my Uber driver was like, he was pissed off because he's like, no, like, it's super expensive to live here, you know. And he just had this thing where they raised his medical insurance, and it was like tripled it. And my Uber driver was explaining, he was like, to his cousin, he was like, yeah, it's really expensive to you know, just to live over here and pay for like basic things that you need. So I could tell this guy was like really stressed out about it. And this is like a fucking straight up soldier who's like fought in wars. Okay, and the guy like I said, I met him before, and the dude was just like solid as fuck. Like, I mean, the guy probably at that time, it didn't look like the guy had any problems going on in his life at all, because he was that focused. So just to meet him today and to see just his attitude, like just to sense it, it was really interesting. And he went on to say, to talk to me, and I was like, yeah, dude, like, some people just don't understand like what they don't understand like different people's problems, like, and especially they can't understand like a serious problem from something that's just a minor problem, you know. And he was like, yeah, and he I'm trying to quote him. He was like, yes, he was like, my father always told me in life we have to deal with happy things and very bad things, and either way you have to deal with it. So that's the truth. Obviously, like, happy things will make you happy, and sad things will, you know, put you in a bad fucking mood. But it's like, you still have to deal with it. So it was just interesting, because like I said in the beginning of this video, it's like I was mentioning, you know, I'm into like the universe thing. Like, you know, you put in good energy, you get it back. Okay, you do negative shit all the time, it's gonna come back to you. Now, when I was like probably like in my teenage years, there's no way I would have believed this. But at the age I'm at right now, 29. So I've just seen it. Like, I've seen it since I was 20. I've just like witnessed it over and over again. And it's just kind of crazy, because like, I mean, there were times when like I was like, I'm gonna test this theory. And I was saying the last like fucking 9 years. And, you know, I mean, you guys know me, I don't really do anything bad. So there were just times where I was kind of just going about my way on my daily life. And, you know, it was like I ran into situations where I could have, like, I got into like an argument with someone or something. And I could have just either defused it or just ignored it and walked away. But I was, at these times, I was trying to test it. You know, you know, just say whatever the fuck I want. Like, shit, I'm at Trader Joe's. Like, you bumped in my cart? I'm like, motherfucker, the fuck you doing, bitch? You know what I mean? So there were times I was like, let's see how this goes. You know? And I did that. And, yeah, let's just say, like, it definitely came back to me. I mean, it would be like someone else would be rude to me, like 3 weeks later, just like same shit I did to somebody else. Like it was just, and like I said, I've seen this over. It's not just a coincidence. I've seen it over and over again for like 9 fucking years. Like it's fucking that crazy. So, guys, that's I hope that's something to think about. I hope this video made sense. I know I had a few beers, but you know what kind of channel you're watching. This is Drunk Dudes, motherfuckers.